Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Gina. Today I'm working on my journal that I'm making, and I guess this is part 2. The first part I showed you what book I'm using and all that. So this is part 2. I'm going to try to take you along with me all the way along with it, but I have to tell you and remind you that I have not made a journal for a very, very long time. Couple of years. I have done the altered book and all that, but to take a book like this and make a journal, it's been a long time. So I'm very, very rusty, and we'll see what I can do. So this is the journal that I'm going to use. I found my fabric today. I had to dig through a lot of fabric, and the fabric that I decided to use surprised me very, very much, and I hope that you'll like what I chose. This is what I chose. This is just the sleeve of the fabric. I've got the, it's a shirt. I go to my local thrift store when everything's on sale, and I buy clothes. So this was somebody's shirt. I've got plenty on the back to use, but here's the sleeve. I'll just show you that. That's easier. And I was very surprised. Well, here the size is better, I think. I was very surprised. I liked this fabric against it. I really do. That was my best fabric of what I had. So that's what I'm going to use. I don't know why I like it, but I do. It brightens it up a little bit. I thought I would want something eerie and gory because this is gory, but right now that's my favorite. I'm doubting myself right now, but I liked it. I didn't have anything eerie and gory that I liked. I had one other thing. Let me get it and we'll look at it under the light and see what I think. This is very thick, so I don't know. I just don't have fabrics that are dark and yeah. This is just the sleeve of one too. I always just bring a sleeve in, and then I have my, this was the other one that I found. I kind of like it in here. Under my lights in here, everything looks a little bit different than it did out in my storage room. I really kind of like that one. Let's cut that down and let's look at it better. Well, I don't want to use my good fabric scissors on this because it's got beads. And those beads are kind of hard on your good fabric scissors, you know. I've never had such a hard time picking a fabric before. I'm liking the orange. See, I was looking for this color in her dress. I'm liking the orange. Liking the texture of it too. It's got a lot of texture in it. Oh, I think I just changed my mind. Oh, I think it's going to be this one. I think this is it. Well, I just changed my mind. Oh boy. Okay, so first thing we got to do though is I need to figure out my spine. I'm going to get this thing put together because I'm not going to be doing my decorating or anything before it's put together. A lot of times I'll do a lot of decorating before it's put together, but I'm not going to be this time because this is going to be my journal that I put all together, and then I'm going to be working in it as I go because I want a journal that I can work in. So I need to very gently take this apart. The spine is already gone, unfortunately, so I won't have that to be able to work with. Let's take this out so I don't lose it. Sometimes I have a hard time using this knife, but it's got a brand new blade in it, and I wanted the sharpest blade I could have. And I apologize for my gloves. I know some people don't like people wearing gloves, but my hands are very hurting. Very, very bad today, and they really do help. Alright, well that came out easy, so I've got my block that I can use for using, you know, different things in here. I'm decorating. Okay, now I gotta remember what I'm doing. I was practicing folding. I had thought that I might do 5. I've got everything pulled for 5. But I just don't think that this little book can handle over a 2-inch spine. I think over 2 inches it'll just be too thick. See, like if I go more, that's just too, it's a little book, you know? You're thinking with me. So, let's see. Get my ruler here. So, here's this little book. There's a 2-inch spine. So, see, that makes it a big spine. If I go 3 inches, that's humongous. So I think I'm going to go with a 2-inch spine and only 3. I don't do very well with sewing in. Like, there's 5. If I did 5 that close together, I mean, I guess I could try to do 5 that close together in a 2-inch spine. I know you probably can't see it. Here's where they are. Here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, and here's one. There's my 5 spines. Or my 5 spines, my 5 brain. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate this COVID brain. 5, I've been like this ever since I had COVID. I can't think of things that I know so well. Anyway, 5 of these things. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Y'all know what I mean. And I know what I mean. Please don't think I don't know what they are. I do. I know what they are. I know what they are very, very well. If I made them very, very thin, I like very thin instead of very thick ones. Oh, maybe I will go ahead and go with 5. Okay, so we're going to do 5 and a 2-inch. Okay. 2-inch spine. And 5 of those things that I can't think of. Okay, so let's make my little pattern here real quick. I don't know if I'm doing this all backwards or not. I can't remember what I'm doing. I'm very sorry about my lack of words, because this is how I have been. And when I tell the doctor that it is driving me crazy, she said, it's COVID. It's COVID brain. And every time I hear that, I just want to scream. What can we do about it? Okay, so here's my thing. That up there for now. And then how far apart were these instead of me trying... No, that's not it. How far apart are these? Instead of me trying to fold it like I usually do, maybe I can just give a 1/4 inch. So, why don't I just, you know, put them on here and do that instead of me trying to do my foldy trick that I've always done. How long do I need this? I need it to be, alright, oops. I think I moved it on myself. Right there. I still can't think of what they're called. So frustrating. I'm telling you, when you can't think of something that you know, and you know, it's just something so simple as what those are called. It is just so frustrating. I cannot tell you how frustrating that is. Okay, I do need to fold this in half, so I got the center. And I tend to do things backwards a lot. It's just how my brain works. Okay, so that's my center one. Of course that doesn't line up with the edge. Okay, so let's put that there. I got that on two. Then I need to go here, right? But these seem close together. So then I need to go there. And then I need to go there. I'll do two to make it a little bit better than what I had it. And then I need to go there. And then I need to go there. Alright, so I got my little thing made. Okay. And I like to have those folded. I don't know why, but I do. I hope I folded that right. They seem so close together. Is that really a 1/4 inch apart, each of them? It doesn't seem like it to me. They seem closer. They're closer than that one. I think I need to do that again. That don't seem right. It doesn't seem right. Let's not try my folding trick. Let's see what I get. What is going on here? Okay, so 2 inches. Okay. Yeah, this goes like this, doesn't it? Yes. Right? Yeah. Okay. So then, the center of 2 inches is 1, right? Yes, 1. Okay. And then that would be 1 1/4 for 1/4 inches apart, right? But that's so close compared to what I had there. So, I am confused why they're so close when I do a 1/4 inch. But on here, they're not that far apart. I mean, they're not like... Well, that's really scores on 3/8. Okay, well, I'll score on 3/8 then. That's odd. Okay, 3/8 and then 3/4. Okay, and then on this side it is 5/8. 5/8. and 1/4. All right, that looks much better. Looks a little off on each side, but yet they look equal. So we'll go with that. Huh. Okay, we're going with that. That looks better. Yeah, that looks even when I fold it. Okay. Okay, we're going with that. Okay, so I got my thing made. I don't know if it's the right... Oh, you guys, it's not the right length. Okay, I will take care of that in a little while off camera. Let me pause you and I'll get it made right. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got that done. Sorry about that. I turned on the camera the first time and I hadn't even said 5 words and my dog came and sat at my feet. She needed to go out and she was starting to dance. I thought, I've just got to quit this because I couldn't even concentrate. And so that's why I was like, I'll be right back. And plus I needed to get supper in the oven. I thought, I just got to quit for a minute because I can't concentrate on what I'm doing. I kept messing it up. And she was starting to dance. I thought, if I don't get off here, I may have to clean up a mess. So that's why I just said, I'll be right back. Because her eyes, she just kept looking at me and looking at me. And then she started doing circles. And I just thought, no, I gotta quit for a minute because, yeah, and oh no, I left my phone in the other room, and I bet my husband will call any minute. Let me grab my phone, because if I don't, it's gonna start ringing, and I forgot to send him a message. I'm throwing things on the floor. I'm a hot mess. Let me grab my phone. I took it in there for my recipe and I forgot to bring it back with me. I'm gonna pick up my ruler I threw on the floor when I got up. Okay. Now if it rings, I'll be able to answer it. It's got a ringtone on there, you know, that's a song, and I'm always afraid that YouTube will pick that up and give me a ding for a copyright if I don't answer it right away. Okay, so I got my little thing made. I got it all right this time. Once I could concentrate and not have my dog looking at me like, come on, let me outside. Now, please let me outside. So anyway, I think that 5 will be fine as, oh, I just messed up that. I messed that up. Well, okay. So then I need to cut my cardboard pieces. And I think I've got this squared up fine. So I need to cut this at 2 inches. And I'm going to do that. I miss my guillotine trimmer. I thought I saved it, even though it had a spot in it that doesn't work. But I haven't been able to find it. I thought I saved it just for this. I can't use it on paper anymore. It chops paper up. I rent it doing this kind of stuff. But I thought I saved it. So I'm going to cut 2 of these. This thing feels like it is bending my finger in half. I took my gloves off to cook. I didn't put them back on because they're compression gloves and they're a little bit difficult to get on. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to take them right back off when I go finish cooking. So I didn't put them back on. They do feel good though. I've got the other thing that I wear that helps this joint. This joint is giving me so much trouble. It's got a big knot on it, and oh, I'm going to see ortho to figure out what I can do. I cannot take any kind of medicines that have ibuprofen in them, and so that makes doing osteoarthritis, giving me relief for that makes it kind of hard. So, well, don't know what we're going to do, but we'll have to find out. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Alright, and then these need to be cut at 7.5 inches. So, excuse me while I figure out what on earth I'm doing here. Okay, we'll lay that on 7.5. And then I'll just mark this one to be the same. Well, I don't know why I did that, because I'm going to have to lay my ruler on it to do it. We'll just do it the same way I did the other one, huh? Sometimes I do things the strangest ways. I think I'm about where that laid out with all this chipboard stuff. Okay, so I got that cut. Now I want to cut me this. This is there I go with my words again. Okay, I got a new package. This package should tell us what it is. Tyvek. Will not come to me. Tyvek envelope. The envelope's from the post office too. What envelopes are they? They're Tyvek too. I just buy those at Walmart, and no more books that I make. I don't go through them very fast, so I just buy them there. And I want 2 of these, so I'm just gonna cut 2 this way. I'm gonna cut this part off. And I'm not gonna worry about this seam; it'll be fine. Oh, I want it to be, I was about to cut it. Okay, I got 2 inches, so I want it to be 3. 3 inches. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this right. I think I'm remembering all this right. Oh, and I want it to be 7.5 inches, right? I don't want it to be, do I want it to be longer? I think I want it to be longer. I'm not going to cut it any short, because I think oh, my thumb just locked. Oh, give me just a second. Oh. It just locks and it won't. Oh. Okay, so we're going to cut it right here. I think I only need 2 pieces. I can't quite remember what I do. I wish y'all could help me, because I'm sure you know what I need to do. Okay, I think. Ooh, let's put this the right way, Gina. Oh, I need to trim this off. I need to be able to see it. It's getting hard to trim. This is why I didn't want to start one of my beloved books. Because I'm just not sure of myself. I remember when I used to just take books apart and just put them back together, and I didn't think a thing about it. But I'm struggling. I have to put something on the front of this cover to cover up where they put that darn sticker. I love my thrift store. I explain things to them like things like that, and they're like, "Oh yes, definitely, we will quit doing that." I explained about the patterns, you know, that I don't buy old patterns because I want to make them. I buy them because of the art on the front, and she's like, "Oh yes, I will tell all my ladies about that." And you know what? They have never marked on the front anymore. They have not stickered the front. Nothing. I think that's so nice of them to, you know, take that into consideration. Of course, because like we're the ones that are probably going to buy that stuff. Who's going to go in there and buy old patterns to make them unless it's a, you know, for a theater, which in our area, that's not likely. It's very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. Unfortunately, it's sad. There's maybe one school play, or maybe 2 a year. Unfortunately, the last couple of years, I don't know that there's been one. There may have been. I have a good friend that does that. She's so talented. We grew up together, and she's so talented. I couldn't sing one note on, you know, I couldn't make one note sound good to save my soul, to save my life. I couldn't. Not one could be sound right to save my life. Not one. But she's got a beautiful voice. We grew up together, singing in church, and I'd be, It's funny. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna need more of these. I'm gonna put you on hold while I cut more of these. You don't need to sit there through that because these are not as thick as this book. So I just realized that. I'll be back. Okay, I got that done, and look what I found! Yay! I remembered, as I turned off the camera, I remembered I put it on the shelf that's behind my thing. I hadn't looked back there. You have to get like underneath the table and to the bottom shelf, and I found it. I'm so glad I found it. That made that job so much easier. So I'm not going to put it back there this time, because, yeah, I may lose my mind where I'll put it again. Okay, so let's see what I gotta do here to get it enough. This is gonna be one long video. Gina tries to put together a cover. I thought we'd even put the fabric on it today. No, we won't. Okay, so it might take 4 of these. That's a thick cover. I just cut a bunch because I didn't want to have to. Yeah, I think it's gonna take, I should have it where you can see it. They're gonna take 4, maybe 3. Oh, 3's enough. Okay. So, I remember when I glue these together, I like the one that's gonna be showing, which it don't matter, because I'm gonna put this over it. But I like the one, I like the outer ones to be this way. Oh, there goes my darn thumb again. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to glue these together real quick. I'm using my tacky glue. I hope this is a good choice. I've had good luck with this tacky glue. This is Beacon tacky glue that I've been finding at Dollar Tree, and so far I am really liking it. It's been doing really good for me. So, I decorated my bottle all up so I would know that that bottle is the Beacon glue, which is the same brand as the beloved 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac or whatever we get that we like. I think mine is actually 3-in-1 because I think that's what I find locally is 3-in-1. Well, I am sloppy today. It's not quite as big. Oh well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's grabbing a hold really good. This really grabs a hold. The one I put in the middle was a little bit bigger than the other two. I think it's okay. I hope it's okay. Okay, so that goes there, and then this go like this. I'm wondering how to turn this over. Yeah, it's not. It might end up covering up this little, my fabric and stuff. Maybe part of Nancy Drew, but it's just gonna be the way it is. And those are the same, if they are the same size, alright. Okay, so I need to glue this. If I'm doing this the way I remember, I think. I don't know. I have myself very confused, but so far, incoming! Come on, you gotta keep your head out of it. This is one time I wish I had a bottle that would come out a little bit faster up here. Come on, Scarlett, find a place to sit and sit still. I wish I'd have seen her coming at me. I didn't even see her that time. Usually I can catch her out of the corner of my eye and I know she's coming. I didn't see her that time at all. I was so concentrating on what I was doing. I didn't see her. I got that centered pretty good. Ooh, my supper's starting to smell good. I'm surprising my husband with his grandma's meatloaf. I don't make it quite like grandma. I had a few of my favorite things in it. Her meatloaf didn't have very many spices in it, so I had a few of my favorites. But, like, it didn't have any garlic or anything in it, so I had some garlic and some onion powder. But, other than that, I'd make it just like hers. I am making it. I've never done hers. Never made her recipe before. We've been married 35 years. Never done hers before. So tonight he's getting hers. Her meatloaf has been a great topic of discussion lately. Well, because we just unearthed her recipe card and her handwriting. And so for Christmas, we gave, okay, now I put glue around there, and I put that on there, right? For Christmas, we had made a, excuse me while I'm looking for my new glue towel here. we had made these little wooden recipe cards on stand. And they're etched with Grandma's handwriting. Look just like her recipe card. And we had our daughters, we had that made for them for Christmas. And, oh, I don't want it up there yet, do I? No, because I haven't. Yeah, I do. Anyway, that was their Christmas card, or their Christmas present, and they absolutely loved it. Because they didn't know. Oh, Cat! When I'm upset with her, her name suddenly becomes Cat. They didn't know that Grandma's recipe card had been found. They didn't know that, and so they were totally shocked. They had no idea. My husband also is home and has no idea. That's why the cat went running. And so they were in total shock over it. I think I'm doing this the way I used to do it. I hope.
Yeah.
Hi, honey, I'm recording. It's not working. What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing different? That did not stay glued for one. Maybe I need my other glue. Maybe this glue is not strong enough. Give it a minute to grab hold there. Yeah, this side is not grabbing hold either. But anyway, they were both just shocked as could be when they unwrapped those. It took them a minute. They were like staring at it. My oldest daughter, she kind of stared at it for a second, and then, oh, the tears. And then she had to wait because they came up a day early. They live about 3.5 hours south of us, and they came up a day early. And then our middle daughter lives in between us and her sister, and almost dead center. And they were coming up the next day for our family Christmas. Well, we had an ice storm that next morning, so they didn't get to come. It just wasn't safe to be on the road. Well, so my oldest daughter couldn't post or say anything about her gift. So she had to keep her mouth shut. And finally, when we got to have Christmas this past Sunday with our middle daughter, our oldest daughter posted on Facebook, "Holly, I can finally post about my favorite gift this year." So I think we got the right thing. I think we found a winner this year. We really wanted to do like a meatloaf pan and have it etched in the meatloaf pan. But wow, the setup fee for that was really high, especially for two of them. Like the setup fee was going to be over $100 just for the setup fee. That wasn't doing the meatloaf pan. Oh darn, I have that one. So we had to not do that. So anyway, it's so cool the things they can do nowadays. I would love to have a Glowforge or some sort of machine that does that type of thing. I think that would be so amazing. I know there's other machines you can get too. Now, am I going to be turning this too quickly? Yeah, I think that's going to hold better. Now I want to get this cut right about there. I like to use Tyvek because you can't tear it. You absolutely cannot tear Tyvek. And I didn't come up with Tyvek on my own. I don't know where I learned Tyvek. Somewhere in the junk journal world. I did not come up with any of these ways of doing any of this on my own. I've probably jumbled several people's ways of doing it. Honestly, you know, like this person's way and that person's way, and then done my own way of all of their ways. None of it is my own original way. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get some glue off my hands so I can. So none of this is my way per se. I'm going to do this so it's straight. It's all things that I have learned from other junk journalers. I remember I came up with some things of kind of my own on my little golden books, but I don't know if I remember what they were now. I might have to get my grandchildren's little golden book journals and look at those and see if I can remember what they were. Because I did get to where I was really having fun with those with little golden books. I was getting to where I could put those together kind of fast. And then I just quit making journals because I was working and I couldn't keep up with life. I couldn't keep up with everything. When I went to night shift, I just couldn't do it all. Okay, that's working pretty good for me. Okay, now I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to use this glue because that glue held this together really good, but it was not doing any of this at all. The Tyvek, it was not holding the Tyvek. So I would not recommend that glue for the Tyvek. Oh, I don't want to get that on that pretty. I'm not planning on covering this stuff up at all. I like it. I'm going to have to put something over all this, but I don't plan on covering any more of that than I have to, because I like it. I haven't figured out what I'm doing, but I will have to cover this Tyvek up. Okay, so now what you want to do, I'm going to find my this will work. You want to start working these. Don't worry about this yet. I'd start working this. Getting it down in this groove so that your book can bend. I remember this part. Actually, this bone folder works pretty good for this. It's nice and pointy, but not so pointy that it would cut anything. Of course, this Tyvek, it can't. Sure, I can. Yeah, it's bending really well, so now I'm going to go ahead Start getting this down. Oh shoot, that's coming up on this side here. That's okay. Now that I've got this kind of like this, I want to see something again real quick so that we can take one more look here. So if I lay this down here like this, like that is my cover. What do we think of that? I'm still not sure. Okay, and there's the back side. Okay. There's that one. Now, if I lay this. I'm liking that now again. I know it's not mystery-ish, but I really like that color. If this was my cover, see, I don't know, I like that. I'm changing my mind again, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna have y'all vote before I do this, because the next time I'm gonna work on the putting these together, and so I'm gonna have y'all vote, if you will. If you'll please vote. Flowers or beads? Flowers or beads? Here's the beads against it. Oh, maybe. Here's the beads against it. Oh my goodness, I'm fumble fingers today. I'm trying to give the beads a fair shake, but I can't get my hands to work. Okay, I'm trying to give it a try. Oh my goodness, hands work. Goodness. Okay, here we go. I got a hold of it now. Okay. There's the beads against it. If I can keep my hands. Oh, okay, we're just going to look at it this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That gives you a better picture of it anyway. There's the beads against it. Flowers or beads. So I'm going to upload this Friday. And then Saturday I'll have something. I'll have a scrapbooking one probably. And then Sunday I will have my CW planner. So then Monday I'll do something with this. So it'll have the weekend. So tell me, flowers or beads? I'm going to have to put some more glue on that. That's not staying where it needs to be. I'm going to have to put some more glue. Flowers or beads? Please let me know what you think, okay? Thanks. Thanks for stopping in and sharing today with me. You have a blessed day. I'll see you soon. Please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you would subscribe. And flowers or beads? Bye-bye.